What up, everybody? It's Adesela Osaka over here, telling you to make sure you turn in and tune in to the kind of hour. Let's talk dance, ASHANI and MFUKO. Don't miss it, people. You can get enlightened, you get excited, you get educated. Eh? I want to hear you talk this business.
You don't want to plaster yourself all over the place and just say, 20 different places, Danskin, Capizio, all of this type of thing.
Okay.
It's just not a good idea.
Oh.
So I found a company that I liked, and that at my age, I was dancing professionally, teaching and doing a lot of different things. And I saw this company on my radar, and I looked to get sponsorship with them. I sent them my resume and what I intended on doing over the next couple of years, and how I could help them and how they could help me.
Very nice. Wow. What you said about not contacting 20 different companies, that's pretty interesting, because I have found that some people kind of like create maybe some sample email or whatever, some email template, right?
Yes.
And they essentially just kind of change the contact name at the top or not, and just send it out to several different companies. I can say that because I've received stuff like that. And it's so impersonal, and it's so like, okay, I can tell that you're sending this out to 50 other companies. So already off the bat, I'm not interested, because it's like, okay, you didn't put much effort into this. You're just asking random people for money and hoping that someone will bite. I like what you said about, sending your resume, sending a plan for what, what your vision is over the next couple of years, and how not only can they benefit you, but you can benefit their brand. Who doesn't want something like that? Like,
Yes.
what's in it for me? How are you going to help me? Not just one way.
Yes. And it has to be that you have to also bring something to the table. You cannot be a person that's just seeking, and taking. We all don't like takers,
right? Can we take a moment and just repeat that? You have to be bringing something to the table, and that's even, again, for me, because I've had people contact me and my company, and it's like, okay, I appreciate what you're doing, but why should I care? I'm sorry, that may sound kind of mean, but it's like, okay, and what's in it for me exactly? This is important, right? Amber said the same thing. Like, you can't just go to people and just, come begging and asking for stuff. What are you bringing to the table? So you contacted your first sponsor, you sent them your information. They were like, oh, Peg is cool. They're liking what she's talking about. And what happened then?
Well, at first they sponsored me with just product and not money. And I took the product around, especially to the community of dance. And I said, look, this is an unbelievable product, and this is something you should be using and looking at. And some people rolled their eyes and said, oh, here comes this lady again with the tape. It's like they did not understand. I understood, and I knew what it could do for me, for them. And so that's something else. Younger dancers sometimes don't see the value in this and why they should go for sponsorship. And I've been mentoring a couple of other up and coming dancers that I feel that they're also building their brand, and I've told them to focus on building your brand. I said, don't spread yourself all over the place.
Absolutely.
You definitely have to have a vision, and that's what Amber was talking about. Building a brand. So with the sponsorship also. There are some pitfalls as well, okay? Because the higher level you go with this, as I said to you, with Danskin, Capizio, and these types of companies, the higher you can fall as well if you're not out there with the right PR, okay? And so this is again where we can bring in Amber because that is extremely important to have your once you do get that sponsorship, to have the right look, the right visibility, and you're just taking headshots with your own camera, and it doesn't make it.
No, don't do that. Do not Instagram your professional situation, people. Yes, please.
And one thing on Father's Day, my dad's advice, is like, think of the now. And so my father is still in radio at his age, and he tells me all the time, move on. And that's one of the biggest pieces of advice. So I did. I thought of things that at my age, what I would, be useful for me, and that's one of the sponsors that I talked about, and I'll talk about more.
Yes,
and
you will.
Also, as I said to you, you can't. You need to focus on a brand that meets your brand, and the higher the fall, as I was saying to you. Now the press goes on for at least 12 months once you've gotten a sponsor. you must stay with them, as Ashani was saying earlier, about people coming on Facebook when they have something going and not when they don't. Well, no, you need to be on there, and you need to be at that person's events, whether or not it has to do with dance. Okay, if they have some other event that they're sponsoring, they're in with, you need to show up there. Yes, and show that you're a personality and that you believe in them, and so they will believe in you as well.
Absolutely. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break, right? One minute. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna come back with more of Peg talking about dance sponsorships. Are you taking notes? Get out your notepad and a pen and take some notes, people. All right, we'll be right back.
What's up? It's Buddha Stretch on the Kinda Hour. Let's talk dance with ASHANI MFUKO.